to Roommate Assembly. We are going to be talking about Global Goals 17 and how to strengthen worldwide partnerships. We all have to take action.
Global goals can only be made if we work together. International investment support is needed to ensure innovative technological development, fair trade and market access, especially for developing countries. To build a better world, we need to be supportive, empathetic, inventive, passionate and above cooperative.
There are 19 targets, but we have selected the ones we felt were most important to make sure that we meet the global goals. 19.1. Mobilize resources to improve domestic revenue collection. Strengthen domestic resource mobilization, included through international support to developing countries to improve domestic capacity for tax and other revenue collection. 17.3. Mobilize financial resources for developing countries. Mobilize additional financial resources for developing countries from multiple sources. And 17.4. Assist developing countries in attaining debt sustainability. Assist developing countries in attaining long-term debt sustainability through coordinated policies aimed at fostering debt financing, debt relief, and debt restructuring as appropriate, and address the external debt of highly indebted poor countries to reduce debt distress.
17.5. Invest in least developed countries. Adopt and implement investment promotion regimes for least developed countries.
2 other points we thought were important was acknowledge sharing and cooperation for access to science, technology and innovation, and the other increase the exports of developing countries.
During this last year, we have seen how nations have come together to try and manage the virus. One key part of this was sharing of data globally to monitor cases and manage the spread. Who lead on this to update the data with the daily number of cases. Researchers from different nations collaborated in the development of a vaccine. Once they had developed a suitable vaccine, they made it available to countries to buy.
Oxygen and other medical supplies were sent to lesser developed countries to support in these challenging times. A key example of this is nations sending oxygen to India as they hit their highest number of cases during the second wave. Policies for lockdown and how to manage the spread were shared as well. And again, New Zealand was one of the countries who was successful in fighting the virus, and so was used as a model for countries that was still where cases were still rising.